Hey, my name's Greg. I paint signs every day. I painted this one from an old photo. So it looks just like it looked back in the 1950s. You can tell by the cars in this old photograph. This really was a fantastic project. Why? You should know your old buddy Greg is not a graphic designer. If you need a logo, if you need a website, do not contact me. But I'll lay out a sign for you. The client sent me this old photograph. I dropped it right into Adobe Illustrator. I traced some of the letters, and then I kind of corrected. I did some kerning, and I created my patterns. I make a lot of flashy videos. I use rock and roll music. I use electronic music. But really, when I show up to a job site, it's like very quiet. I just show up, I say hi, I set up my scaffold, I get out my ladder, and I start painting. And all you see is this. That's really all you'd ordinarily get. If you hire me to paint a sign at your place of business, this is how I'm going to show up. In my work truck, wearing my work clothes. Here's another example of how this was such a great client. They know that the old photos are great. They printed them, and they had them applied to their trucks. Super duper. I'd like to take a moment to point out that these R's are not exactly the same. That's how it was on the original sign. A dear friend of mine advised me to make them the same. I thought about it, but I decided to keep them. I liked painting a sign at a tire shop. I set up my old GoPro right in the same spot, and I did a time lapse to capture myself painting, but I captured a lot of fun stuff happening. Like, obviously they were servicing a monster truck with these tires here. There was a really handsome 1960s Ford that was getting some sort of historic tires. Probably these guys are going to sell a lot more historic tires, what with having the historic sign and everything. People with classic cars, they're going to be coming here. Because just seeing the sign, they're going to know that this is the right place to be. They're going to know this is a tire shop that has an appreciation for those things. What else did I capture in that time lapse? Dozens of cars pulled in and out, a bus, several big delivery trucks. I mean, they're all full of tires. It's not really that big of a surprise, but really fun job site, 10 out of 10. I love Fairfax, Virginia. So that's Weber Tire, you guys. There's a possibility that I'll be painting this wall as well. That's gotta go to the city for approval and everything. But I hope it happens. I've had such a good time here in Fairfax.